Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancillon. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day, to wish you a wonderful solstice that is coming up tomorrow. It's very powerful, for it is the most powerful time of the year from a cosmic standpoint. It's where the veils are thin and the thinnest. And then it will be followed by the Christmas holiday, the love of God, the love of Christ, the birth of unconditional love beyond, for there is this whole cultural thing going on as well. There may be a flashpoint that may be coming at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. And for me, this flashpoint is perceived as a return of much memory, all kinds of memory that will return and then which will elevate ourselves. I'm going to pull a few cards to do this reading for this end of the year, the holiday season, this solstice with the Dakini. Well, that looks fun. So the situation is amusement. It's about playing. It's about being in joy. It's about being, c'est amor fati. Yes, yes to life. What's coming around the situation is the asylum. It means that whenever we are sent into chaos through the process of mental or energy or emotional, we have to find this inner place, this inner stillness within ourselves, and return there, breathe, and then return to the situation. Once we find our center and our lucidity, what we see before us that will unfold is just passing through. We're just passing through the earth here. We want to leave a mark as great as possible. It is not about doing for others, but it's about doing for the planet. Personally, my mark will be in this life, no matter what, I have to live from one day to every day. I have to say, well, I've survived this one day. I'm still here. And so I'm living one day at a time until I can free myself from this process. It's like a lot of pressure. But I know that already I had a wonderful life, and I have to stay neutral in relationship to all that. And I have anchored, I've created thousands of paintings. I've written a book that's not yet published, but it's about anchoring art and spirituality to return to the sacredness of the expression of creativity, as well as teaching about the law of one, the extraterrestrials, and true spirituality, the heart, the call of the heart. And so we're all here to do that, to connect to this inner nature, this eternal nature of life. What's part of our distant past, the subconscious, is self-preservation. It's like we had always to find this inner sanctuary inside of ourselves, because it's been the outside has been very chaotic. Right now it is about transformation. It is the new beginning. It is the card of judgment. There is a great deal of transformation, and what's coming up in the near future is the burning bush. It is the lineage tree. It's like the flashpoint. It is this great deal of light, a revelation that is coming to us. The power we have within this situation, the strength, so the card that represents us, is the Rose Garden. It is the card of success. It's about calling on to grace, to be in grace as much as possible. What's coming up from the outside world is the serpent power, is the power of choice, of will, of sexuality, and so there is So we want to stay focused on those things that are really wanted. What we see in our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is the pearl before swine. It means that not everybody in our life may be wants our highest good. Then not everybody has this friendly attitude towards us, because we're still in this illusion of duality and separation. So it's about discriminating and staying neutral, but discriminating, and not to waste energy on people and things and experiences that are not really supportive of the highest good. And the outcome is Ganesh, the Lord of Obstacle. It's about attaining this mastery, this understanding of wisdom, overcoming the obstacle, and to stay connected to that source, that inner source. For I hope this message, this reading, will resonated with you. I wanted to say, from a paradise standpoint, time does not exist. One day, 1 year, 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years is exactly the same. It is now. It is the cause and the effect are one. So it is difficult for us in time to understand the consciousness of God, because God is eternal. He sees the eternal past, the eternal future, and He already knows the completion of the process. But for us, we're meant to live in the darkness from day to day, and discovering life one day at a time. But in essence, so the free will is we can exercise our free will without seeming to have a divine justice, and even sometimes but there is a divine justice. It just takes a long time. Sometimes in the universe of time, it's delayed. The best example of that would be like in the Urantia. They revealed that there was a trial between Gabriel in our local universe against versus Lucifer with the celestial rebellion. But this has already been adjudicated by the Ancient of Days, and it's just the adjudication, the judgment as for 200,000 years has been on hold and it hasn't been censured here, but it will be eventually. It is just for the spirit wants to leave enough time for everybody to self-determine to return to the light. And there was so much more good that came out of it than darkness. So this created a great universal expansion. That's when God allows those sort of rebellions and demons and all those things. But we do not want to focus on that. We want to be already in the freedom state and stay as neutral as possible. To be stoic means to address those things that are within our power and to let go of those things that are outside of our power, and yet adapting to the wholeness of life, searching for happiness. For we want to breathe. Breathing is essential. We want to find connection to the breath of the mother, the love of God, the divine source, the unconditional divine love that within the breath that can free us and make us feel connected to home, to our home, and understanding that the earth breathes, the sun breathes, the galaxy breathes, even the cosmos, the universe breathes, and the cosmos breathes as well. For it's revealed also in the Urantia that above and below paradise there is this huge space reservoir. Spirit does not know much about it even there, except God only knows. But what we know is that when they expand, the universe contracts, and when they contract, the universe expands. And right now we're completing this cycle of breathing, the cosmic breathing of the 2 billion year cycle for this. For the reservoir have been compressing and the space is expanding. That's why it appears that the universe is expanding, but we're right at the point of shift when the universe is going to start to contract, and that's where the point of freedom will be. It's very. And then from there, it's like God will. It's like bringing everything back to Himself. The space will begin to contract for 2 billion years, and then He will expand again for 2 billion years. And there are many levels of cosmic realities from there for the super universe and the outer galaxies, galactic families. That the clusters of galaxy gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The farther away from paradise we go. And so we want to invite the ascended timeline as much as possible, and to let go of arrogance as much as possible, to stay humble, because it can be an obstacle to ascension if we believe that we are superior to others because we came to realization of certain things. We don't know all that much in truth, but we work with what we have and we integrate this unity. We want to be soulful and egoless, and that's the whole point of the process. And to ignite, to see, to visualize this inner flame. It's always been there, but this inner flame is the fire within us. And once we have that, we'll feel a lot more confident and comfortable. For the sun will bring us also this light. This fire is in all things. And each and every day we can call on the great central sun. It's a great sphere of white light, and we call on it to recharge us, to reactive. It's like a battery. Our body is like we need this fuel, this divine light to fuel us, but we need to call on it and starting to nourish ourselves from life. And so we have to seek to live within the light right now, to be anchored in the train of ascension to the Paradise Express, and to live in a golden age, to prepare the golden age. But in essence, the whole of humanity it will take about 2 centuries for the whole of humanity to have moved into the sphere of divine light. There is about 200 years of processing all the darkness that has been accumulated through the millennium. But for us spiritualists, we have to already, our mission is already to be within the life, within the freedom of the light, and it will take about 200 years for all those energies. Like in the Islam, in the Quran, it stops in 200 years. For God knew that they will take all that long for humanity to be ready to move into the fifth dimension and to recognize themselves. For the world, it's going to be the end of time, and the end of time is not the end of the world. It is the end of this linear path to move into the eternal now. And in the Quran, once again, it's in all the religion, it says most of the religion, the monotheist religion, it talks about the return of the Christ as the sign for the awakening and the return of God. And this is within this return of the Christ is within us. We all the cosmic Christ is coming from. There are millions of them that are returning, and so because we're preparing for this end of time. If we have to feel comfortable in God's presence, for God's presence is your presence, and so do not. There is nothing to fear about that, and we have to ask ourselves, what can we give back to God? It's not about thanking God for living here on the earth, because we already have made that agreement; it's already sealed. But we have to. It's about actualizing our destiny towards freedom. And when you see something that is wanted, you can just call on it and say, Creator, I am ready, bring it on. I am ready, Creator. Please bring it on. I am grateful. I am ready. I am ready to receive. And understand you are a bridge between heaven and earth. It's like we don't have archetype as humans. We have to choose the angels and overcome this lower animal nature from Greek philosophical standpoint. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I hope we're moving into this sphere of freedom. It's very difficult, very challenging time. I have to stay neutral in relationship to all that, but we'll see what happens. There is great hope that is being channeled and communicated if we pay attention. Behind me, this is a portrait. That's quite an abstract portrait. It has to be will have to be well framed, and this is a cosmology painting. It took me many years, but I finished it this year. It's about the 7 great families of spirit being and the cosmic reality with paradise, the central universe, the ultimate universe of perfection that was original. For at the beginning, there was no... God had created the central universe and paradise do not have... it always has been, but there was a time, the cosmos started sometime. But before that, there was all time where only the billion perfect world of Avona existed, and so but God had to create an expansion to create space and time and separation and duality, and then we have no clue what will come after. Once all of space and time will have to be resolved, the 7 trillion inhabited world that will have ascended into the light. And then we'll open up to new realities of transcendental cosmos, for there is so much that will be discovered. For now, we need to pay attention to the details of our life and to harmonize ourselves with that which is wanted. And so, finish with a song, and I'll pull one more card with the Archangels cards and an oracle for an oracle. And so we are hopeful that things will turn out exactly in a way that's even better than expected, and we'll be satisfied, we'll be pleased, and we'll hopefully, if we can, even if we do not finish this process here, Spirit seems to say that I have a continuation here. But if I don't, I will continue up there. There is no death is an illusion in any event, and so it's just a process. We're just passing through here. So this is a song that's about love and reconnection. For I sense this wonderful relationship that's coming to me soon. I hope before the end of the year, some signs, some connection will be solidified in a physical plane. It goes like this. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna love you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm my lonely night. I love you, baby, Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and make me love you, baby, let me love you. You're just too good to be true, I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm my lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Baby, let me love you. Uh, in essence, what we want is to keep our eyes on the ball, to keep our eyes on God. Most is possible. Focus on that all the time, as much as possible. For that is the key to freedom, to liberation from all other attachment. From once we are connected to our I am presence, our divine self, everything falls into place. So the card of the day for the solstice, it says it's the 4 Ariel. To give is also to receive. Resisting change, to know how to spend or to save your money. So it's very much a card about administration, about being wise in the administration of our resources. And so more and more, we're getting there. And so it's about staying a bit disciplined, but this discipline will bring us to this point that we are seeking. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I wish you a wonderful solstice and a happy holidays. Namaste.